Hey, it's Kesha. Welcome and welcome back. We haven't done one of these in a while. While my computer is booting up, I just had a quick thought of some things I wanted to share with you. I have experienced a tremendous shift and change in um, basically like how I'm interacting with my world and how I feel about my life. It is the beginning of an answered prayer, so I know that the rest of it is being answered, and so it's kind of a good thing. And I just thought I'd share. There are a couple of key things though that I've done recently that have helped make this shift, and I just want to share them with you because I think they may be helpful. First and foremost, it is all these little things that you have that you're holding on to in your mind about, oh, this little chore that needs to be done, this little task, and you've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Just know that you are holding space for it, and everything else that's wants to come into your world is having to wait until you clear that space by doing the thing that you know that you need to do. And it could be something little, it could be something small, it doesn't really matter. The fact that you've had the thought and then you have not acted on it and done the thing means that you are now holding energy and space for it, but there's no movement. And so if there's ever a point in your life where you're like, oh, you know what, I want to experience greater, I want to do more, I want to know something greater. If you haven't seen that happen, it's maybe because there isn't space for it. The way we create space is doing the things that we know we should do because they've already come to us in mind. Second to that is when we are asking for something that's bigger than us and where we are currently, do the thing that is in front of you right now and easily accessible. I've been doing that for the last, I would say, month now, month and a half. And the difference it's made, first of all, we stop ourselves from making progress by telling ourselves, oh, we don't know what to do next. Or we think that in order to do this thing that's much bigger and out there, that we have to have this influx of resources, or we have to wait for someone else. Nothing else and no one else controls our good. We do. And we allow it to come into our lives by the way that we act in relation to it. And so what that means is whatever is easily accessible and available to us right now to do that. That is the beginning of movement. That is how you create momentum for these other things to come in. So every week, just every weekend, pretty much, I make a list of what I want to accomplish that weekend. And also I have a list of homework that I want to do for the week. Currently, this is my list. There are a couple things on here that have been held over from the last couple weeks. And now that I'm doing this video, I'm just going to take care of them today, if not today or tomorrow, but before the weekend. And the two of them, they're at the top of my list. They are clean my desk and dust my glass shelves. You might not at all think that cleaning has anything to do with you manifesting greater. But the thing is, all things we do carry energy, and it's all on an energetic level, right? So if I am trying to bring a prayer into demonstration and manifestation and completion, then it makes sense that I am completing in other areas of my life so that I prime the pump of completion. So this desk that is in disarray, that I had the thought in mind to have the task of cleaning the desk, means that I'm holding any other type of completion at bay because I haven't done the simple thing. So I'm going to take care of that today. The glass shelves out front, it's not a big deal. That's why I haven't done it in I don't know how many months, but it needs to get done. And there's no reason for me not to do it other than the fact that I've just been a little lazy, which is not a bad thing. I've been doing other things, but it's remained on my list and it's time to clear the space. So I'm going to go and do that sometime today or tomorrow. Again, you might not think that cleaning has anything to do with manifestation, but let me just tell you this. Well, first of all, it's all in Catherine Ponder's books. So you know if it's there, then it's real because I read them all and multiple times and it's just there. It's true. But also, dude, one time I was cleaning up. I was cleaning out a drawer, cleaning my room, I was cleaning out a drawer and a chest. And there were some papers. And this is at a time when I needed to manifest money to pay my bills for the month. I wasn't working and I needed $2,500 to get me through the next series of bills. I didn't have any means and I didn't have anything other than an idea that I needed to get started cleaning because I needed to bring something into fruition. I needed to create a vacuum. So I started cleaning up my little space and there were some papers there. And in those papers, I was going to throw them out, but I thought I should just check into them before I do. And so I called the number on one of the papers and it turned out it was for a 401k account from a previous job that I had long since forgotten about, and they had for me of my money $2,600. That was how I manifested my bills that month. So, yeah, do the thing that is immediately in front of you and immediately accessible. Do the thing that you've been holding space for, even if it doesn't seem like it's related to anything bigger that you want. Just do it and clear the decks and wait for what's next. And I would say the third point that is probably the biggest shift that I've had, and this comes to me from a good friend of mine, and that is, if it takes less than 5 minutes, do it. What I have been amazed, and I think I've talked about this in a video before, but what I have been most amazed about is that all these things that we think take so much time take less than 5 minutes, and 5 minutes is a long time. I'm not going to waste it right now by sitting here in silence for 5 minutes to show you just how long it is. But believe me when I tell you, a minute, like all these things that I put off thinking, oh, it's going to take too much time, like straightening up or whatever, giving it a minute, a solid minute, or maybe two, that's all I need. My house has been clean for the last 2 weeks with no effort, because every time I walk by something, if I see it's like, oh, it's going to take less than 5 minutes, I'll just go ahead and bust it to the back or put it wherever it needs or what have you. I noticed that cleaning up the kitchen is a breeze now. I mean, I've always been good about the kitchen, but if it's going to take 5 minutes or less, just go ahead and do it. The sense of tidiness and order that has been brought into my space because of it has just been phenomenal. So, yeah, and it's a joy to walk out into the living room or the bedroom, and the bed is made, and things are already put away, and everything is at peace, both in my world physically and in my mind, mentally and spiritually. So I share that with you as 3 things that have made the difference for me in the last month and a half. I'm sure that more is coming. I can't wait to share that with you as well. I love you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.